Hello, in this tutorial, we will look at how to add passwords and CAPTCHAs to Google Forms for an added layer of security. This would be necessary if you wanted to password protect your quizzes and tests, possibly surveys, or limit the people that you want to answer a form to a certain group. So what we want to do if we want to add a password or a CAPTCHA is we want to open up a Google form. So we'll come up here to the waffle and then click on Forms. And then what we want to do is we want to start a new Google form. And then here is our canvas for starting a new Google form. So I'll just title this one Survey. And then I will click up here where it says Untitled Form just to copy the title over there. And then the next thing that I want to do is I want to, under this untitled question, is I want to put password. Okay, and this will require the person to enter the password. And then in order to do this, what I need to do is I need to first make it required, and I will leave it on short answer text. So password, short answer text, make it required. And then what I want to do is I want to come down here to response validation. So I can click on response validation, and then under number, I want to change this to text, and then leave the contains, and then under text, I want to enter the password. So for this one, I'll enter Jordan1, and then the custom error text is what you put if they get the password wrong. So I'm going to put incorrect password. Okay, and then now I have a password protect on here. So what we'll do is we'll take a little preview to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to preview it here. And then so far, this is what I have. Then what I want to do is if I go back to my password protected survey, then what I can do is add a section underneath this. And what this does is that once they enter the correct password, then I want them to jump to another section where they can start the quiz. So then I'll add a section. I can leave this untitled, okay? And then what I want to do is I want to add a question, and we'll put Jack and blank went up the hill, and then I can put here, I can put Jill, Martha, and Jane. Okay, so then I have a question. If I leave this untitled section blank, it'll just leave that blank. It's optional, so I don't actually need it. So what would happen is whoever accesses this form would put in the password, and they'd be immediately taken to this quiz question. And I do want to make that required. Okay, and then if it was a quiz, I need to make sure that I come up here to the settings, and then make this a quiz. Okay, and then what I can do is I can come here to the answer key, and then I can choose Jill because it's the correct answer, and change the number of points, give it a point. Okay, and then if we go to the preview button, okay, then here's my survey, and then all I'd have to do is type in the correct password, and then I would be immediately taken to the question, and then I could select Jill as the correct answer, submit. Okay, and then that's how you do a password to protect your Google form. Now there's another thing that you can do, which is pretty unique, and that is, let's say I want to not only limit the audience, but I also want to make sure that no bots answer this form. Now, it's not a huge concern, but it really depends on who your audience is, and you don't want any automatic systems answering your form. So then what you do is, under password here, we want to add a CAPTCHA screen. So then what we'd do is we'd click over here on Add Image. And I pre-downloaded a CAPTCHA. You can go to any CAPTCHA generating website and generate your own CAPTCHA. And then what I would do is I would find it, and that's right here. And then I would get a CAPTCHA picture here, and then I would type in, "Are you a robot?" and then move the CAPTCHA to the center. And then what I could do after that is just put in a question, and the question would be, or a statement, type the word exactly as it appears. And then what I would do is for this one, I would go back to response validation. So type the word exactly as it appears. I would make it required, come down here to response validation, change it like we did with the password above to text. And then what I would do is I would just type it in. JOR9D6A9N. And then I would have my ability for the person to type in the CAPTCHA right here. And then because it's an image, no bots would be able to answer that. So then I want to preview it. So this is what it looks like. And Jordan 1 is our password. And then all we'd have to do is type in the CAPTCHA exactly as it appears. 6A9N. Click next. And now I have complete access to my survey or quiz or whatever it is. And then all my, this whole form is password protected. And all I would have to do is just make sure that I give the people that I want to answer it the password. That's great for like a test if you want multiple copies. Then all you would have to do is give the students the password to the form right before the class. And then right when they're done, you just come back here. And once all the kids have answered it, then all you'd have to do is come over here to responses and then click on, let's see. Oh, right here. Accepting responses. You just toggle it off. So again, if it was a quiz or something, then you could give the kids the password right before the test, and then right after the test, just stop accepting responses. And then it's a password protected form. No other kids in any other class can access it. So that's how you add passwords and CAPTCHAs to Google Forms. I hope that is helpful, and see you next time.